Hey guys, Sushify this side. Today I am gonna be reviewing this beautiful IEM Symphonium Crimson by the brand Symphonium. Before starting the review, I want to thank Audio Geeks India for sending this IEM for a review. This is their current flagship model. It consists of 4 BA driver on each side of the IEM and it has a lot of technologies that were developed by Symphonium brand specifically for this model so that the 4 BAs can do their magic well. Let's start with build quality and looks of the IEM. I love the build quality of this IEM. It is completely made out of metal. The faceplate of the IEM is also very good. It is made out of forged carbon with red carbon accents. I would say I love the looks of the IEM. It is one of, if not the best IEM the Symphonium has ever made. It has unvented design, but I didn't face any pressure buildup in my ears with the Divinus velvet tips. The isolation is top of the class. You can use this for commuting and traveling as well. Before jumping in the sound segment, I want to talk to you about the drivability of the IEM. This IEM needs power. The more the power you give this IEM, the more it will shine. The bass gets tighter, the dynamics get better. So now let's talk about sound quality and tuning of this IEM. So here is the frequency response for your viewing. So now let's talk about bass. The bass profile is sub bass over mid bass, and before I say anything, let me just say it. I love the bass on this IEM. This is one of the best and most unique bass you can find in this segment. It has texture, rumble and physicality and dynamics of a DD driver and a speed of a BA. I would say the sub bass is very rumbly, deep and textured. It envelops around you. The mid bass is also comes across very slammy and very well textured. So now let's talk about mids. Despite of its U-shaped tuning, the mids never gets overshadowed or overcrowded by the bass or the treble. I would say mids sound very soulful, correct and very full. I have no issues with the mids on this IEM. The female vocal and male vocals have no issues as well. They sound very open, very extended and very musical. The male vocals sound correct without sounding overly husky or overly lean. So now let's start with treble. I would say it sounds lively to me and it presents each and every micro nuance of the track very well. I would say there are some peaks and dips placed in the treble so that you can focus on certain regions of the treble and you can pay attention to certain parts of the treble. The treble, the air region is slightly boosted and it is well extended and lively. This can get a bit much for some people, but for me, this is the special sauce of this IEM. Due to this slight boost in the upper air region, some instruments can sound a bit unnatural, but this comes with U-shaped tuning and you have to keep this in mind. So lastly, we can have a look at the technical performance and detail retrieval of this set. I would say detail retrieval performance is endgame level and technical performance is also excellent. I would say stage is not the widest, but it presents height and depth very well. I would say the instrument separation, instrument layering and imaging performance is top of the class. You can pinpoint vocalists and different instruments very well in the track. So what are my concluding thoughts? I would say this is the definition of fun U-shaped sound signature. I would say it also has the most unique bass performance you can find in this segment. The technical performance is also justified for the price. So I would say if you can test it or give it a listen, I highly suggest it. But don't blame me, you want it on the spot after listening to it.